Hey there, brothers and sisters. JP Michalak here, Captain, Wickliffe Fire Department here in Northeast Ohio. 28 years on the job. Been the infection control officer for over 20 years now. 4.5 square mile community here in Lake County, Ohio, Northeast Ohio. 10,000 residents. We operate out of one station here with 22 full-time members and a handful of part-time members. So infection control is a big concern of ours here of recently with the pandemic and COVID and everything, obviously a heightened awareness. But honestly, even before COVID, it's always been a concern of ours. There's been other things pre-COVID that we've concerned ourselves with, but it's part of our daily operation. And you know, anything we use, we're always concerned about health and safety, efficacy, and ease of use, and whether we have to take things out of service or not. And honestly, that's kind of one of the struggles we've run into before, where maybe things were just a little too costly. Maybe we've got chemicals involved that we don't necessarily like to use and present their own hazards, and then sometimes just difficulty in using things. Cres Guard has been pretty practical, easy to use piece of equipment for us. No chemicals at all, just heat and steam. You can use it several times over in a single shift. Each cycle runs only about 15 minutes. When things are pulled out, they're dry and ready to go and use, so there's no downtime. You can put it right back into service. And as I said, because of that, you can use it multiple times throughout the shift. So aside from Cres Guard's obvious use of decontaminating turnout gear, we've found it to be useful for some other things too. Anything from a baseball hat that would normally lose its form in a washing machine, to EMS bags, to duty boots. I've heard of others using it for bedding and things of like that. So it's got, you know, some uses that you might not normally think of, but definitely some, you know, some things when you really put some thought to it that you would want to be clean and decontaminated here at the fire station. Obviously, we live here. I think the obvious use is turnout gear and cleaning EMS things and EMS supplies, bags and whatnot. But we live here, and so some of the stuff in our living quarters, some of the things like bedding, or really anything essentially that we could put in there in the Cres Guard unit is worth cleaning and decontaminating. Being that, you know, we live here, and you know, you get 3 different shifts, and you know, you kind of wonder, you know, how clean things really are. And it's been a little satisfying and reassuring to keep some of the other things that we don't necessarily think of clean. So when we looked at the Cres Guard before purchasing, the evidence was pretty impressive. Exceeds NFPA standards, UL listed and approved. So it did make an impression on us, the effectiveness of the heat and humidity of the system. You know, when you compare it to using other chemicals, you know, peroxide-based chemicals and other type of systems that are out there, just something as simple as heat and humidity being as effective as it is was impressive. Having dealt with numerous other vendors, I have to say that Cres Guard Health and Safety was very easy to deal with. We're a local-based company here in Lake County, Ohio. They've been in business for over 80 years, family-owned business. Manufacturing's right here, and I think that's helped us out a lot with serviceability and being able to contact people with any of our needs. Again, haven't had the same luck with some of the other vendors, but yeah, it's been good to do business with someone local. You know, the unit came delivered, very timely, easy installation, support was there, and price point, I can't speak more about the price point. Again, when we compared to other vendors and other things we've looked at, the price point was right on where we needed to be as a department and as an organization. Delivery of the unit, the Cres Guard unit, one of the things that impressed me, or that I noticed right away, was the amount of stainless steel and the durability of construction. Very easy to install, standard wall outlet, no special installation. We just had to find the space for it, which it is pretty compact. So it was easy to do. We have it situated here in our hose room next to our gear extractor, so that, you know, obviously those things kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, durable, and again, for the price point, pretty impressive.